Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope everyone is well. So this is a continuation video of the previous video that we did on the topic of standards form, powers and roots. So in this video I'm going to go through a few more problems regarding these concepts and how I approach to solving these problems. So don't forget to watch till the end, and let's jump straight in with the calculator intro. So if I look at the problem number 8, skipping 7, and focusing on problem number 8 of the medium category of powers, roots and standard form. So 8 has 3 parts, A, B and C. So if I focus on it one by one, so the first one says write down the value of the number 10 to the power 0. So what is anything to the power 0? So first you have to understand that any number x to the power 0, it means first you have to understand what does it mean. It means that when I use any number x to the power 1, it means that I am using this number once to multiply. So this is x. So when I use the power 0 on this number, it means that I'm not using anything of, I'm not using x, so I'm only using by default 1. So any number, if you let's say the number 8, it means what? 1 multiplied by 8. Okay, so if I don't have this number, the only default number is 1. So any number to the power 0 is 1. So if any number to the power 0 is 1, so the number 10 to the power 0 would yield the result 1. So if I focus on problem 8b, it says you have to write 6.7 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 5 as an ordinary number. So 6.7 into 10 to the power minus 5. So 6.7 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 5. So if you do some research on what is an ordinary number can be represented as any number in the original form. So for example, if I use my calculator, let's 6.7 into 10 to the power minus 5 means 6.7 divided by, this means that 6.7 divided by 10,000. So if I divide it by 10,000, I get what? I get let's say in this case I guess what? 0.00067. So 0.00067. So this is the original form of this number, of this standard form expression. This is a standard form expression. Any number that has a 10 base power or 2 base power multiply is a standard form expression, and any number in its original form is the ordinary number. So this is the ordinary number of 6.7 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 5. So if I focus on problem 8c, it has to it says work out the value of 3 multiplied by 10 to the power 7 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 10 to the power 6, and you have to give the answer in standard form. So as we have already discussed, what is a standard form? A standard form is any number x multiplied by let's say 10 base the power, 10 base the power. Okay, so this is the standard form representation of any number. So what is the standard form of this number, or not this number, but 3 multiplied by 10 to the power 7, let's say 3 multiplied by 10 to the power 7, 10 to the power 7, this multiplied by what? 9 multiplied by 10 to the power 6. So 9 multiplied by 10 to the power 6. So if I multiply 3 and 9, because I have to keep this structure with this power 10 base power and this 10 base power, so we will multiply 9 and 3. So what is the multiplication of 9 and 3? 27. 27 multiplied by 10 to the power 7, this is a multiplication. So in case of multiplication, the powers will get added. So 7 plus 6 is 13. So we'll get what? 27 multiplied by 10 to the power 13. This is the standard form expression of this number. So 9 and 10, problems 9 and 10 in the medium category of power source and standard form, these two problems are very similar to 8. So I'll skip those and go straight to problem number 11. So problem 11 has two parts, 11a and 11b. So what is 11a? So the 11a, let's read the problem. So it says work out the value of 25 to the power minus 3. So if I go to my notepad and use my pen tool, it says you have to find the value of the number 25 to the power minus 3. Now it's I assume it's asking that it's asking for an ordinary number representation. So what is 1 by 25 or 25 to the power minus 3? What is the value? What can it be represented? It can be represented as 1 by 25 cube, right? So it can be represented as 1 by 25 cube. So now if we just open the calculator, we can just do it with the calculator. So if we multiply 25 thrice, so 25 multiplied by 25 multiplied by 25, we get 15,625. So if we divide 1 divided by 15,625, we get 0 point. So this is the ordinary number representation of this number, which is 25 to the power minus 3, which is 0.000064. So it can be represented as 0.000064. So this is the ordinary number representation of this number. So if we focus on the second part of the problem, which is says you have to work out the value of 350 cube, and you have to give the answer in standard form. So remember, the standard form which we discussed in previously is what? X, and any number x multiplied by 10 base the power, let's say p or p or w, whatever. So this is the standard form representation of a number. So what can be represented as 350 cube? Like, how can we represent 350 cube, this number, into this representation? So how can we do it? So if you look at the number 350, we can easily represent this as what? We can easily represent this as 3 multiplied by 100. So 100 can be written as what? 10 square. So 3.5 multiplied by 10 square. So 3.5 multiplied by 100, which is 350 to the power 3 or cube. So this is the this is how 350 can be represented. So if 350 can be represented as 3.5 multiplied by 10 square, and if we do a cube on it, the whole number, what do we get? We get 3.5 cube multiplied by 10 square cube is what? When we have a power over a power, these two powers multiply. So it would be 3 multiplied by 2, which is 6. So this is the ordinary, not the ordinary, but the standard form representation of the number 350 cube. This is the standard form representation. Whatever the value 3.5 cube is, you can use calculator. So this is how you solve this number and transform this number into a standard form like this. Now I'll focus on problem number 14 in the medium category of powers, roots and standard form. So what does the problem 14 say? It says you have to write this number as a power of 2. So 4 root 8 to the power whole to the power 5 as a power of 2. So if I open my notepad with a OneNote and use my pen tool, so you have to write the number 8 4 root whole to the power whole to the power 5, this number 8 4 root whole to the power 5. Okay, so you have to write this number in the power of 2. So if I use 8, we know that 8 is what? 8 is 2 cube. If you multiply 2 thrice, 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, you get 8. So we can write what? 2 cube, and 2 cube has a 4 root. So 4 root means the power is 1/4. And this whole number has a power of 5. So we know that if there is a power over another power, then they can multiply. So if I multiply 3 with 1/4 first, we can write what? We can write 2 to the power 3/4 whole to the power then 5. Then we can multiply 5 with 3/4, or we get 2 to the power 5 into 3 15. So 2 to the power 15 by 4. So this is the representation of this number as a power of 2. As a power of 2, if you take 2 ways, this is the power that we get from this number. Now I'll focus on problem number 15 of the medium category of power source as standard form. So let's read the question. So it says you're given the number, this number 177147 equals to 3 to the power 11. So this is what 3 to the power 11 yields. So there is an equation given, which is 3 to the power n equals to this number multiplied by 9 to the power 5. So you have to find the value of n. So if I open my notepad and use my pen tool, so what is the information given? What is the provided information? This is the provided information that 177 147 this number equals 3 to the power 11. 3 to the power 11. Another information that is given is this equation 3 to the power n equals to this equation 3 to the power n equals to this number 177 147 multiplied by what? Multiplied by 9 to the power 5. 9 to the power 5. So you have to find the value of n. What is the value of n? Right? You have to find the value of n. So if we use this equation, we can use this equation to find the value of n. Now, as you can see, 3 to the power n is what? 3 to the power n is, this number is given as 3 to the power 11. So you can substitute that with 3 to the power 11. So 3 to the power 11 multiplied by, this is 11, multiplied by 9 to the power 5. Okay. Now 9 is 3 square. So we can write 3 to the power 11 multiplied by 3 square to the power whole to the power 5. Right. Or this can be written as 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. So we can write 3 to the power 11 multiplied by 3 to the power 10. Or we can write, because the base are same 3, and the 3 has power of 11 and 10, so we can add those two parts. So if we add those two parts, 11 and 10, we get 21. So 3 to the power n is equals to 3 to the power 21. So because the base is same 3, so you can write n is 21. So this is the value of n. I hope after these two videos on these concepts of standards form, powers and roots, I hope you have a firm grasp on these concepts and how you saw I approach to solving these problems. So I hope it helps you to find your methodology to solve these type of problems regarding these concepts. So in the next video I'll come up with as another topic. So till then, stay tuned.